All right, welcome to pitching. Now in this video, I want to take all the skills that you're learning now and that you're developing and that you're implementing into your serve, and I want to give you a way to think about it that's going to allow you to get a lot more free points and really keep your opponent off balance. Okay, now if you think about the best pitchers of all time in Major League Baseball, you think of Greg Maddux. And what did Greg Maddux do better than just about anybody? He was so good at mixing up his pitches. Okay, he changed his speeds, he changed his location, he changed the type of pitch he was throwing. And in this video, I want to talk to you about the 4 factors that you can play with to really keep your opponent off balance. And the first factor is where you're standing when you deliver your serve. Okay, and we really have an infinite number of possibilities here, but let's talk about standing in really close to the tee in the deuce court if you're a righty, for example. Well, what's that going to do? It's going to allow you to hit the ball down the tee with a better line of sight, right? It's also going to make your delivery of a certain angle. Okay, now if you move a little bit wider, opens the court a little. So now we can start thinking about you want to throw that slice serve out wide. Or you can really pull your opponent off the court. You can still hit your flat serve down the tee. You can hit your kicker. Pull it out even wider, and now we're like out near the doubles alley, and that really opens up the slice serve out wide. Okay, so standing in certain areas of the court not only gives your opponent a different look, but it gives you a better opportunity to hit certain serves. And it really opens the door for keeping your opponent off balance of what he's guessing you're going to do. You know, think about if you're standing in close to the tee, you've already busted him a few times down the tee with your flat serve, and now you stand here and you throw your slice serve out wide. So there's a lot of things that you can play with there that'll keep your opponent off balance. Now the second factor we have, so we've talked about where we're standing on the court, let's talk about the pace of your serve. Okay, and for this video, let's keep it really simple, and let's break it down into 3 paces. You can hit the ball hard, you can hit the ball medium, or you can hit the ball a little bit softer. Okay, a lot of people, especially us guys, we want to go out and we want to just blast the ball as hard as we can every time. And I can't tell you the number of times after I've learned this that I've gotten free points just by taking something off of your serve. Okay, it changes the rhythm, it changes the timing for your opponent, and that makes it really hard to get into a rhythm against you. Okay, so you can play with the different types of paces on your serve. The third factor is spin, right? So we've already talked about how to develop a killer flat serve, a great kick serve, and that sliding slice serve. So you've got 3 different spins to deal with. So imagine, as a returner, this guy comes in and he blasts the ball down the tee, flat serve down the tee. The very next time he's serving from that side of the court, he throws the ball up and he hits a killer kick serve that kicks up really high and is a lot slower. What's that going to do to his timing? It's going to make it so much harder for him to really get into a rhythm against you. And it's not about hitting aces, okay? That's one of the things I told you when you bought this course, and you'll definitely be able to hit more aces as you develop your serve. But that shouldn't be the goal. Your goal as a server is to set yourself up to win a point. Okay, unless you're just trying to show off, and in that case, all the power to you. Try and hit your aces down the tee. The fourth factor is, and the final factor is aiming. All right, so we talked about hitting the ball down the tee, hitting the ball into the body, and hitting the ball out wide. Okay, so with these 4 factors that we just talked about, there's literally an endless number of possibilities of serves that you can hit. Okay, for example, you could hit the ball powerfully down the tee, standing from close in like that with a flat serve. Okay, very next time you come around, now you're hitting a slice serve out wide, a little bit slower, right? So it's going to change his timing, it's going to pull him out wide, and he's going to be returning from a totally different vantage point. That's the goal of serving, okay, is to put you in a position to do well with the next shot and maybe even put the ball away. So get out there and as you're practicing your serve and as you're working on developing your weapons, hitting flat, hitting slice, hitting kick, developing pace on your serve, aiming the ball in different areas, when you're out and you're playing a match, think about pitching and think about what you can do to throw your opponent off so you can get a great point. All right, so go have fun with this, think like a pitcher, and I'll see you in the next video.